Hello and welcome to your Geography's online class, my dear students. I'm sure you still must be on a festive mood right after the Shera. But now let's switch off your festive mood and come to your classes. So now once again bringing you your Geography's class today, we will be discussing the topic plateaus. So when we discuss plateaus, to us, or if we have to define a plateau, it is a flat land, as we say. Flat top land. An elevated surface, but not very high as like that of the mountains and not low as like that of the plains. The plateaus seems to be a raised platform, mostly, or you can say having flat top land. The height of a plateau rises above 300 meters from the sea level. But there are also plateaus on this earth where we find them to be higher than 900 meters. If we have to say that, then we see the plateau of Tibet is the highest plateaus of the world and is also referred to as the roof of the world. The plateaus are mostly characterized by steep slopes and flat top surface. The plateaus, as defined by Strehler and Thaler, is an upland surface more or less flat or horizontal, upheld by resistant beds of sedimentary rocks or lava flows and bounded by a steep cliff. By this definition, we get to understand a plateau as an elevated surface because it refers to an upland surface which is mostly made up of either the volcanic matters, that is what it refers to as lava flow, or of the sedimentary deposits, and mostly having a flat top or layered in horizontal structure. And as already discussed, the plateaus, they mostly have steep slopes. On the basis of their origin, plateaus can be classified under three broad classifications. The three different kinds or broad classification of plateaus are intermountain plateaus, Piedmont plateaus, and continental plateaus. The intermountain plateaus can be defined as a plateau that is located between the mountains. Hence the name intermontane, that means between the mountains. The intermountain plateau, of which Tibetan plateau is a very good example, and we see most of the elevated plateaus, or you can say highest plateaus, are formed as intermountain plateaus that are located between the mountains. The Piedmont plateau. The Piedmont plateaus are the plateaus that are formed at the foot of the mountains. It so happens that sometimes the elevated land surface are eroded or undergoes weathering and denudation, resulting to the lowering in the height of the present landforms. So that results in the formation of Piedmont plateaus. In India, we have such plateaus in form of Malwa plateau. But apart from that, we also have Appalachians in US, which is considered to be the Piedmont plateau. Based on its location and formation, it is so called as Piedmont, and also known as plateau of denudation. The continental plateaus are formed due to tectonic movements. This usually happens when the pressure underneath the Earth's crust is applied in enormous manner and results in an upliftment of a continental block that either comes out of the water or on the land itself. Such plateaus that are formed thereafter is known as continental plateau. These plateaus are mostly surrounded by waters. For example, Greenland. Apart from these three broad classification of plateaus, there is also a fourth class of plateau, and that is mostly formed because of accumulations of lava. The volcanic eruption that takes place and the ejected matter out of the volcano gets accumulated in the nearby cones of the volcanoes and a flat top shaped, resulting to the formation of volcanic plateaus, which are also known as lava plateau. The Deccan Plateau of example is one very good example of such type of plateaus. The volcanic plateau or the lava plateaus are also known as mountains of accumulation, as they are formed by the accumulated lava due to volcanicity. When we see the importance of plateaus or discuss the importance of plateaus in terms of man-nature environment, man-environment interaction, we see that the earth is covered by almost 33% of plateaus, but only few population resides in this plateau region, either because of its rugged topography or the hardness in the rocks that makes up the plateau, or also because of lack of transportations and the other such facilities. But when we talk about the importance of plateaus, we cannot deny that plateaus has equally allowed human populations to settle, out of which minerals becomes one very important attraction in the plateau regions, as we consider plateaus to be the storehouse of minerals. Plenty of minerals are exposed to the surface, which attracts population and also the industries to be set up in this region. When we talk about agricultural practice in plateau, the hard rocks does not facilitate the practice of agriculture. But yes, in the areas of well-drained soil like black soils in South India that we have, these definitely help out the agricultural practice. Climate, it's pleasant in plateau because of its elevation. Transportation is not much facilitated because of the hard rocky surface and rugged terrain, but in the areas of flat lands, transportations are very well connected even in the plateau regions. Many plateaus are homes of various sources for the origin of a river, and in plateau regions, because of steep slopes, rivers flow at a rapid pace. So this facilitates the extractions of hydroelectricity energy from the plateau regions, or the gushing waters that flows down the plateaus always helps in development of hydro energy. So this is all about the plateaus. Thank you, class. You all stay safe and have a good time.